Have you ever apologized just for asking for help? Or do you hesitate to text someone because you don't want to bother them? Do you feel guilty when someone does something nice for you? If you ever felt like your needs are too much or that your very existence is an inconvenience, you're not alone. Many adults who grow up in emotionally neglectful or dysfunctional families carry a deep belief that they are a burden. But here's the truth: you weren't born believing that, you learned it. In this video, we'll explore why so many trauma survivors feel like a burden, where this belief comes from, and how you can begin to heal it. Feeling like a burden means believing that your needs, emotion, or presence create problems for other people. You may constantly think, I shouldn't ask for help. I'll figure it out myself. I don't want to bother anyone. They probably tired of me. And over time, these thoughts become automatic, but they often begin in childhood, not because there was something wrong with you, but because your environment taught you that your needs weren't welcome. Maybe your parents became frustrated when you cried. Maybe they ignored your emotions. Maybe they responded with comments like, Stop being so dramatic. You're too sensitive. I have enough to deal with. As a child, you naturally conclude, if my needs upset people, I should stop having needs. That belief follow or can follow you into adulthood. And you became the easy child. You were praised for never causing trouble, which for me, when I think about the easy child, that's not possible. Children, their nature is curiosity, and then they are in a new environment. You, they supposed to be causing some type of chaos, like playing around, breaking things, and that is not okay. That's why the parents should teach kids when this happen. That's not the way they do it. That's not how you're supposed to do it. But if you were growing up in an environment where you couldn't move the way you want to move as a child because you are being silenced or criticized so harshly for just being a child, then you suppress your emotion, and that's why they said, "Oh my God, you are so like you become the easy child." Or were you ever praised for never causing troubles? Were you ever praised for being quiet or for taking care of yourself? And sometimes it's not the fact you are quiet, it's because you've been silenced. Because voicing your emotions felt unsafe. So you learn to just be quiet and don't cause trouble. Where in reality, kids supposed to be kids. And also you praise for taking care of yourself. That's when you're independent as a child, and it's not supposed to be like that. Because children, they depend on their caretakers to provide undivided attention to them, to guide them, and also to provide love, understanding. But many trauma survivors became the child who didn't ask for much because asking felt unsafe. People admired your independence, but underneath it, it was loneliness. You learned to survive without support. When you spend years focusing on everyone else's emotions, you stop paying attention to your own. You became the helper, the peacemaker, the listener. Eventually, asking for anything in return feels selfish. But healthy relationships are built on mutual care, not one sided sacrifice. You also apologize for existing. Do you say sorry when someone bumps into you? That person bumped into you and you ended up saying sorry. You say sorry just by even existing. And sometime in many cases, that person that bumped into you trying to say sorry, you can even not even accept it because you don't feel like you're worthy of that. And the person says sorry and you just said, okay, it's fine. That's not a healthy response. That's a trauma response. Because when someone do something wrong and then they apologizing, you should just say thank you. I appreciate that. But when you don't feel like you're worthy or you feel like you're a burden, when someone says sorry, you this like just discard it. You said, oh, it's nothing, it's nothing, it's okay. You played it cool. That's why you get disrespected. Or do you apologize before speaking? Before asking a question, before sharing your feeling, do you apologize for that? Excessive apologizing often reflects a deeper fear. And unfortunately, in this world, a lot of human, if you're not confident in who you are, that they see that you're asking permission or you apologize before speaking or before asking a question, they're going to think you're weak. And they will, a lot of toxic people, they will just mistreating you, thinking that you are less than them because that's the signal they're receiving from you. And excessive apologizing often reflects a deeper fear. And if you take up space, people will reject me. You deserve to take space. That's why a lot of trauma survivors at work, they don't really ask for promotion or for a raise because they feel unworthy or they don't want to make someone mad, that another coworker that wants the same position. So they don't want to make that person mad. For that reason, they don't even ask for the position, for the raise. They just want to please other people. And also, those type of um, employees that don't even bother nobody, they usually good employees that they do all the work, but because they have a deep fear rooted from trauma, they don't take space, they don't take opportunity to ask for further development or to ask for a raise or to ask for a better position. And also, even in romantic relationship, they don't really go for what they deserved because they think they're not worthy of having that type of partner that they know that they deserve. They just settle. And also, you struggle to receive love. Compliments make you uncomfortable. Kindness feels suspicious. When someone helps you, you immediately wonder how to repay them. This happens because your nervous system may have learned that love always comes with conditions. Healthy love doesn't require you to earn it. And why this isn't your fault? Children don't decide to feel like a burden. They adapt to survive. If your emotional needs were ignored, criticized, or treated as inconvenient, your brain created beliefs to make sense of those experiences. Those beliefs protected you then, but they don't have to define your future. Recognizing where they came from is the first step toward changing them. How to begin healing? Let's discuss few steps that can, help us on our healing journey. The first one is just pay attention to your inner dialogue. Pay attention when you think I'm bothering them. Just ask yourself, is that true? Or is that an old survival belief? Also, practice asking for small things. Healing begins with small steps. Ask a trusted friend for help. At first, you might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but you will see that this person is genuinely happy to help you. Also, share how you feel or share your feelings freely. Allow yourself to receive support. Challenge the belief. Ask yourself, would I think someone I love is a burden for needing support? Probably not. So offer yourself the same or that same type of compassion. Because a lot of trauma survivors, we become very, very good parent, caring because we don't want to create the type of like pain or hurt that our parents create on us. We don't want to transfer that to our children. Like most of us, we cared about our children. We don't want to make them feel like a burden. So imagine that your child think that if they expressing themselves or talking to you or they need you, you feel like, or they need any type of support, you feel like they like a burden. That will hurt you because you deeply care about that child. So offer yourself that same compassion. Also, surround yourself with safe people. Healing happens in relationships where your emotions are welcomed, not dismissed. Seek out people who listen without making you feel guilty for having needs. For instance, toxic people or narcissistic people, they always trying to get a reaction out of you. So they provoke you. And that's why in order for you to start your healing journey, you have to be around people that support you or people that are healthy, people that are not feeding off your negative response or energy because a lot of people they will trigger you and then waiting for you to blow up or waiting for you to act negatively. That's how they get pleasure. Remember also this truth. Your needs do not make you difficult. Your emotions do not make you weak. Your existence does not make you a burden. Your need matter. Your emotions matter. You are worthy of love, care, and support simply because you are human. If you spend years believing you too much, I hope you'll remember this. That belief didn't start with you. It was learned. And anything that is learned can be unlearned. Healing takes time. But every time you honor your needs, ask for support, or show yourself compassion, you're rewriting an old story. So if this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Have you ever felt like a burden? Or what are the steps that you take to help you um, feeling better or healing? Maybe that can help other people in the comments also heal their trauma. You are not alone. If you're on a journey of healing from family trauma, childhood emotional neglect, and people pleasing, subscribe to Rise Heal for more views every week. Together, we're breaking generational cycles and creating healthier future. Remember, you are never too much. You simply needed what every child deserves: love, safety, and acceptance. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.